Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be ripping into the inoperative headlight doors on the Camaro. Since my dad has had it, they haven't been working. And, I mean, all the big modifications or repairs that I need to do on the Camaro, I'm kind of on a stopping point. So, I decided why not just start hitting the little things, you know, getting those knocked out. And then, once I can get back to the repairs that are really big, really important, I'll do that. So, I'll kind of be going over what I did, what I found out, and how I found out. And then, yeah, enjoy it. Okay guys, I am pretty proud of myself for this one. So, I was thinking, I don't really want to tear into the rear end yet. Because that might be a big project. Big project, I don't know. So I was like, okay, I'll keep going on the headlights. The, you know, hideaway headlights. And I already had this limit switch out, which is the limit switch for the closed position on the driver's side. And I was thinking to myself, well, shit, we have a multimeter, as you see here. Why don't I set that to ohms, and since current travels through these pins right there, I connect the leads to the ohm meter on either side and then press the button to see if it has continuity. So I did that, and it did. So I was like, okay, so that's right. This is good. The actual limit switch is good. So the only thing that was wrong was this ground right here, which is a chassis ground when you have it all mounted up. This was broken off. I was like, well, what am I going to do? You can't get the spade out at where it was broken. So I was thinking, we have a solder pin and solder. So I put 2 and 2 together. And I was like, I can solder this connection back on. So I did that. I mean, as you guys can see, it's on there. It's not coming off, right? So now all I have to do is tighten up the motor on the driver's side. Then I should probably take them out and test the motors, honestly, because, again, 50-year-old car. Then I have to check the relays that are up underneath the quarter panel, driver's side quarter panel. And then this large one that is underneath the voltage regulator. It's down on under here. And then if all of that checks out, motors and then relays. Alright, I don't know where I lost you guys. Because again, the battery died. But anyway, I was talking about the relays, you know, the relays that are up underneath the quarter panel here, and then underneath the voltage regulator. And then I was saying, if all of that checks out, aka the motors, 2 motors, 1 on each side, and then the 3 relays work out, they test good, I should be able to put this all back together after I tighten up the motor on the driver's side, and it should all work, theoretically. I mean, obviously, 50-year-old car, 50-year-old wiring, so there could be other problems, but yeah, I think I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to do some research on how to get these headlights out. I'm also going to try to not trip over the coolant. Well, that's water, actually. And I'll get back to you guys, hopefully, with a good idea of how to take out these headlights with the motor, to test the motors, either side, and try to get everything squared away, on that end at least, so we can test and make sure that it's not just wiring or something like that.
So I'll let you guys know.
Okay, guys. So, obviously you see it's dark out, so I've been in here for a while. I watched a video on how to take out the headlight housing, and that's where we're at right now. So, as I showed you, this little cover right here would move around and jiggle, and aside from that one, different. And I found that. Now this is the motor bolt. As you can see, that hole right there, it goes in there. And it was missing the nut on the end. So it allowed the motor to move up and down, which gave play to this. So now I'm trying to find a nut for this little thing. And it's kind of difficult, but we're going to find it. And if not, I guess I'll just go buy one. So, we'll figure it out. We are to the point now where, let me see. Okay, I can use my flashlight for a little bit. Alright, so, let me open up the door. Okay, so, I got that all wired back up. And what I did to do that, obviously, as you know, is I soldered the ground back on and then retraced the wires, made sure everything was hooked up correctly. So that's good. I tested for impedance. It works. We're good there. And I haven't tested that one for impedance, but honestly, as long as it's not connected, it shouldn't necessarily matter in this instant right here. I checked all the wiring on the passenger side. That's all good. And now I am to the point where I need to start checking relays, which are down here. And after relays, if those check out, then that's when I'm going to test the actual motors on each one of these units here. And if those work, something else wrong. Because if the relays are working and the motors are working, then we would have a working system right now, and we do not currently. I haven't chased all the grounds. I need to, but that's going to be part of the process of testing the relays and motors. I mean, I've already inspected this motor, the driver's side motor, so that connection is good. But it's just, needs to be a full circuit for it all to work. And it's currently about 9:20 right now. I've been out here for quite a while, just chasing wires, making connections, and testing. So I'm going to keep grinding till probably, 10:30 or 11, and then I'll call it a night. Come back out here tomorrow and keep on working. Ah, there's my flat blade. I was looking for you. Man, I'm stupid, huh? Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna keep going. Keep you guys updated. Okay, guys. So, it's currently, let me check my watch. That's on the ground. 10:32. And I did take a break to go get food. Actually dinner around 9:30. This might not be good for my eating schedule, but it's fine because I still eat food, Anyway, I figured out the correct wiring for all three of these relays. Now, that doesn't mean that all three of the relays are working, because I just tried it with the correct wiring, and it still didn't, flip the doors open. But, probably we just need new relays, because honestly, they go bad. They go bad. That's just the long and the short of it.
But yeah, I have everything, as far as I know, wired up correctly from relay, driver side, passenger side. So all that's really left is we might as well buy the kit that comes with a new one of these and all three new relays and all that. So probably do that, and then if that doesn't work, get two new motors. If that doesn't work, then I guess we can get new limit switches, even though I've tested those. But yeah, oh, making progress, slowly but surely. Just kind of knocking out the small stuff. We got this door aligned so that it's not shaking up and down, you see. So that's a good thing. And yeah, I think I'm going to call it for the night because at this point, I've diagnosed most of the circuit. I know that we got good ground coming to the battery and body grounds and all that good stuff. So yeah, I just pretty much got to get parts now. And that'll be for another day because I'm sure I can't go out and pick that up at AutoZone or something like that. But yeah, made some good progress. Happy with it.
That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you learned something from me going over everything that I found out about the inoperative headlights. I did find out that both of the motors for the headlight doors are seized, and all three of the relays for the whole system are blown. So I actually found the parts for those, and those parts are very expensive. So we won't be getting on that for quite a while because, well, not that, this whole virus thing is completely throwing us into the ground, but still is kind of concerned spending 500 some dollars left and right on the Camaro when all that it needs to be spent is a few hundred just to get it running properly and running right, so when we put some power down we won't throw the back axle out of whack. But I will be going over that a little bit in the next video, which will be coming out in a few days. So if you guys are excited about that, hit that like button, and to make sure you see it, go on ahead and subscribe, and maybe even hit the bell button so you get notified when the next video comes out. And hope you guys have a great night, day, evening, anytime you're watching this. Hope it's a great one. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.